What's going on, guys? It is TSJ. Welcome back to the August edition of the TSJ Roundtable discussion, where I've got some people from my Discord, and we're going to be talking about, various gaming topics. This time, this episode is solely about Total War Troy. We have a small topic at the very end of the episode. It's going to be a bit shorter than usual, just because everyone's busy. Things are kicking back up again with school. But again, if you do enjoy this episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to get updates on all the new content. This roundtable discussion, I'm joined here with some regulars, Vector and Bloodlust. Yeah, let's start talking about Troy. What do you guys think?
Troy's better than Three Kingdoms.
Why do you think Troy's better than Three Kingdoms?
I would agree with you there.
You guys both like it more than Three Kingdoms?
Have you played Three Kingdoms?
I have played Three Kingdoms.
And you're saying Three Kingdoms is better than Troy?
No, I just want to. No.
Okay.
What do you guys like about? Well, wait, Vector, you've played Three Kingdoms, right?
Yeah, I played Three Kingdoms.
You're not into it?
I mean, I played it for about 30 hours. I couldn't get into it. I think
that's enough time to know, I guess. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think the whole Troy mechanic is a lot more interesting than the Emperor mechanic, just in my opinion.
I love that they both took the Warhammer aspect of just having a single general unit.
So,
yeah, I mean,
no, go on, Vector.
I was going to say, I'm not a huge fan of the hero system. I think they're way too overpowered. Just a single unit. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I've auto-resolved battles and the enemy hero's got 200, 300, 400 kills just on its own. I
mean, I'm not saying the hero system's perfect. I'm just saying that the hero system, I like the individual units more. Could they be turned down a little? Yes, but I like the overall idea of it.
I still
need to fine tune.
I still think a general's unit, which has a couple of units, including the general,
so
is
you
better
really
than
want
a single
that.
hero.
So you really want there to be the traditional general unit of they actually have like a bodyguard.
Yeah, I think that's a bit better.
Yeah, watching videos, I see what they're going for, and literally it's split second. Like, okay, it looks really cool that they're taller than all the other units, but then a split second later, it's like, damn, that looks kind of goofy. That they look taller than all the they're not giants, but they're kind of giants, Like they're noticeably taller, and the thing is, it's not like than everyone. They're not like some soldiers that are as tall as the heroes. So they purposely made it that way, which, well, that and like you're saying too, they're like very overpowered. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Back in the Rome 2 and Attila days, your general, obviously, bodyguard units were okay, but if they got volleyed by arrows, they're dead.
Yeah, your general unit's just as valuable as all the other ones.
Right.
The actual general characters just as valuable as the other bodyguards, so you can't just play as riskily. Wait, what am I saying?
Well, not just that, but the heroes also have abilities that, like, I think it might be Achilles has abilities that, like, it raises their health. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that stuff. There's like it restores like 1,000 hit points or something, or you know what I mean.
With the individual hero units, you can just send it into a full health enemy unit, and it'll be completely fine. If you do that with a general's bodyguard, it's going to get shredded.
Oh yeah, you mean like in another title?
Yeah, in a different title.
But here's the thing, though. Even in like, have you guys played Three Kingdoms? Did you play Records mode, where it's a little more historical, a little more? Have you seen that? Or did you guys always play Romance? Because Romance remembers, like, you played Romance? Yeah, in Romance, they're very much like Troy, whereas, I'm playing Records right now as, Liu Bei, and it is, the General's bodyguard units as a whole are much more powerful, but overall, the units in that can still get killed, but I don't know. I know what you guys mean. So what do you guys think of the campaign then, so far?
I think it's
easily
solid.
exploitable.
two different, easily exploitable, but it is solid.
Yeah.
So do you like it, Blood?
I mean, I love it. I find it very easy to do a war against everyone
Okay.
game as well. Okay, war almost against everyone because you can't declare war on like as a Trojan, you can't declare war on Troy.
Oh, you can't. So if you're Hector, you can't declare war on Priam. Like it won't
Yeah,
let you.
or Paris.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You can't. But other than that, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's kind of easy, especially with the chariot spam.
Oh,
Once you get chariots, you're just
unstoppable.
won.
So I just like yesterday watched Legend of Total War's video on the chariot spam, and I didn't realize. I know you guys were talking about it in the Discord. I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah.
Vector, I know you were talking about it too.
Literally, get a stack of chariots. You can take Troy just with that.
Just with the chariots?
Yeah, and you only need a tier 3 settlement, which you can get in like under 10 turns or something.
Really?
If you play the right faction.
He said in like 6 turns as the right faction.
I don't know how he's doing it in 6 turns. I mean,
it
took a while for me to get a stack because you can only recruit like 3 a turn, and I didn't have enough wood for it.
It's Legend of Total War. He probably knows a way.
Literally, just steal wood from other factions.
And I don't think it should only cost 100 food to upkeep 1 chariot unit. I think they should either limit the amount you can have per army, or increase the upkeep, maybe throw in bronze or more food.
How much is it? Just 100 food? That's it?
Yeah, it's like 130, 150 food. That's it.
Damn. They should definitely have bronze, or maybe even gold if they're that good.
Yeah, they're broken. They're absolutely broken. I mean, once you get a chariot stack, yeah, like Blood said, game over. You're unstoppable. You've won.
Wow.
Nothing can beat you.
Yeah, I see. I'm looking at his video, and it's like crazy. He's literally just blobbing them. There's not even any. There's no strategy.
Yeah, you use that with the the diplomacy exploit he found, where you can just steal factions' resources.
Have you tried that yet? I haven't actually tried that.
I haven't tried it.
Turn 1, you can. I think I ended up with 80k food, 2k wood. No, like 12k. Sorry, 12k wood. It was absurd. And then you can literally do it every single turn.
But don't they start to dislike you though? Isn't that one of the...
They hate you.
What are they going to do?
A non-aggression.
What are they going to do?
They won't attack you until turn either 7 or 8, and then by then you should have all their settlements except for their main one. And if you keep stealing their food, they're not going to have units, so you can just easy auto resolve.
So the game is smart enough though. Like if they're trading you all of their resources, they'll eventually not be able to get armies. Like correct or no? That won't really.
They if you take all the resources on turn 1, they won't be able to field their army.
Wow.
They'll just be stuck with their starting 5 or 6 units that they have.
That's like I don't even know how he discovered that. I don't know how.
Legend. It's what he does.
He breaks the games. I thought it was funny how he was like, yeah, I didn't tell CA about this. I wanted this one for myself. So hopefully they'll patch it. Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's my biggest gripe with the game, is just all the exploits. I mean, it is new. It's still like version 0.0 or something like that, so it's to be expected, but it's still annoying.
Is it not? It's not 0.1 yet? Or 0.1?
Nope.
I
think it's 0.1.
It's not.
It's 1.00, yeah.
1.00. Yeah, that is like crazy still. So, besides some of these exploits, though, what do you guys like about it? What are you finding enjoyable?
I really like Paris's Helen.
Paris's Helen? How does that work? Because I never played as Paris.
You have to keep them together. Either move Helen to the settlement that Paris is in, or vice versa. And if they're too far apart, then your entire faction gets penalties, which is easily avoidable. especially with the exploit, because it costs food to move Helen everywhere.
Okay.
But once you have 80k food, it's not that big.
So
of a
is she
deal.
she's just a character, or is she an army? She's just a character. You just keep her in his army.
No, she's just kind of there.
She's just kind of there.
I mean, she's not in an army. She's not, because if she's in, she's just kind of there. She's not doing anything in particular.
Oh, so it's so she's not an actual thing on the campaign map. She's just like an option to be like, hey, do you want to move Helen essentially, or no?
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I
it
definitely
requires a little bit more strategy.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the things I have to like. I gave CA credit for in my overviews video. I think that the unique campaign faction objectives you have, like, you know, for Paris, I guess Blood is saying keeping Helen with Paris. Hector, you have to you know, unite Troy, and you have to gain the love of your father. Achilles, you have to watch your mood, essentially. All that stuff I think is really, you know, it keeps the game fresh. For me anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't like in Three Kingdoms how you had to like invoke the council. I could not care less about that stuff, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think building off what you're saying, how each faction has unique mechanics or I guess abilities, like Achilles has the living legend thing, and if you're the living legend you get buffs to your faction and your character. I think Sparta has the colonization thing. Agamemnon has the thing where you can just take resources from his client states. I think that keeps all the factions fresh, unlike in say Rome 2 where all the barbarian factions just feel like reskins.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You bring up a good point. That is something that I really hope that CA continues with any of their future, you know, Total War games like that. Whether they do whatever they might do next, and if it's like Victorian or medieval, whatever they decide to do, I hope that with each faction they do give specific, I don't know, historical, I don't know, I can't think of it. Like, if they did England, make sure you have a powerful navy. If you do France, make sure you always have a powerful land army. You know, Spain, make sure you're colonizing, or I don't know, whatever they could do. Some historical, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. Yeah.
I'd rather have a couple of really fleshed out, well done factions than just a ton of bland, generic reskins.
Yeah, hence probably why like Napoleon Total War is so well, you know, loved.
Napoleon is literally a reskin.
It is a reskin, but a lot of people I know like it because of its focus. The AI is way, way better than Empire for sure, unless you're playing like Empire Darth mod, then it's pretty good. But
I think another thing for me with Troy's map design, I think it's the best in the series so far.
It is. You mean like it's pretty and it's just overall the design of it's appealing to the eye?
Yeah, there's actual things in the map like rock formations, hills, forests, instead of just in previous titles where it's just an empty square.
Right. Yeah.
With slight elevation. You can't forget that slight elevation.
Yeah, the elevation is definitely something that I noticed too. Like, first time playing it, I was like, okay, these maps are actual. I actually feel like I can be strategic on them now. You know?
Yeah, I found myself playing a lot more strategically rather than just putting all my units in one line.
Which is essentially what you do for like almost everyone. I don't know. I know they say like make sure you use crappy units to distract the enemy and then send in your heavy troops, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but like ultimately it's gonna have the same end result. All of your troops will be fighting with all of theirs. So definitely in this one it's like, okay, can you hold the choke? What do you guys think of those choke point maps?
They are nice.
They are nice.
They are nice.
Yeah, I agree. I hope that is something that they continue to, you know, put in to future games. Like, that's something so simple to do. Just make unique, you know, custom map designs.
Yeah, I think The only letdown for the maps is probably sieges. I didn't think those were amazing. I suppose they're limited because of the Bronze Age setting, but I just thought they were a bit generic.
Yeah.
We love that all the units have ladders too. We love that. It's very historical.
Now we're back on to the. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, if they would have given the soldiers like if you would have had to build ladders in the pre-battle screen, then wait a turn and have them built, and then you load up the battle and you see them holding them above their heads, would it have made it that much of a difference? I mean, I'm sure to a lot. I mean, it would have been definitely like cooler in a sense, but it's not going to be like, that's dumb. I don't know.
It would have made it more strategic, because sometimes the difference between winning and losing the campaign is one turn. And if you get stuck on a settlement for a turn, that you could lose that. You could lose. So
see, now I see what you mean, because now it doesn't. It doesn't. You're not in any rush. You can take it right away. You know, like now you have I know what you mean. You used to have to base it off of, okay, when can I build my siege equipment? You know, now it's like, okay, everybody has ladders. Yeah, it's.
What do you think of the royal decrees?
Of the royal decrees?
Yeah.
Oh, so those are like that's the tech system, right?
Yeah, it's
Around
kind of like the research tree.
I think they look pretty nice. I didn't really have any. I wasn't like, this is the greatest thing ever, but I wasn't like, this is bad by any means. You know, what do you think?
I still find it awesome you can build Trojan Horse.
Oh, can you do that? I literally didn't.
Yeah, it's one of the things you can research.
So what does that look like? Have you?
I haven't had the chance to use it because I just use a chariot stack. I complain about the exploit, but I use it.
Is that like a unit? Like the Trojan Horse is a unit? You can.
I'm not sure. I normally beat the campaign before I research that, because there's other stuff I want to research. It's good, but it definitely has some fixes. It feels like they pushed it out, which they definitely did, considering multiplayer is not even out yet, but it's fine.
Yes, I know.
That is a massive shame. They don't even have historical battles.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a bummer that they didn't include that with it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a smaller. I don't know. This game has some very good things about it and very, I guess, lazy things about it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty well, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a small game, so don't have too much to talk about in that sense. So,
I think that sums up pretty much everything I have to say.
Yeah. Like Bloodlust said, guys, join the Discord for sure. We have a good time there. It is growing slowly. Follow us on Instagram as well. I post there every day, every few days. Of course, like us on Facebook, and of course, as I said in the beginning, subscribe because it helps out the channel a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to stay super, and I'll see you guys next time.